Today I am going to discuss about the energy stored in a charge capacitor. And the energy stored in a charge capacitor is actually defined as the total amount of work in charging the capacitor is stored up in the capacitor in the form of electric potential energy. Suppose a capacitor of capacitance C is given a charge Q and potential difference between the plate of the capacitor is V, then we can write here Q is equal to CV or V is equal to Q upon C. And when a charge dq means already this charge Q is given to that capacitor, and then potential difference between the plate of a capacitor is Q by C. When further we want to give a extra charge dq to that capacitor, then in this process again we will do the work, and that work dW is given by V into dq, or you can say dW is equal to V means Q by C into dq. This one is the small work done to charging the capacitor through a small charge dq. So the total work done in charging the capacitor from 0 to Q. 0 to Q means from uncharged condition to finally you want to give the charge Q to that capacitor. So in this case the work done, how can we obtain? By integrating it, you can say dW is equal to, you integrate it between 0 to Q upon C into dq. So integration of dW is W, and here you can see as 1 upon C 0 to Q into Q dq. Or you can say here this is equal to 1 upon C. As you know, integration of Q dq, Q square by 2, and its limit is 0 to Q. So this W is equal to, here we can write here 1 upon 2C, and now first at place of Q we will write the upper limit Q. So this one is Q whole square minus, again at place of Q you will write lower limit. So this one is 0 whole square, and finally this will come 1 upon 2C into Q square, or W is equal to Q square upon 2C. So the work done in charging the capacitor is given by W is equal to Q square by 2C, or again at place of Q we can write here CV. So CV whole square upon 2C, or this one is simply half CV square. It means W is equal to Q square upon 2C is equal to half CV square, and this work is actually stored in the capacitor in the form of its energy. So at place of W you can say the energy stored in this capacitor U is equal to Q square by 2C, or this is equal to half CV square. So this is the formula for finding the energy stored in a charge capacitor. Now, next topic is energy density in a capacitor. Actually, energy density in a capacitor is the energy stored per unit volume between the plate of a capacitor. And energy density is denoted by U, and this U is equal to energy stored. Suppose that energy stored is denoted by capital U upon per unit volume. Suppose the plate area is A, distance or separation between the plate is d, so the volume between the plate of capacitor is A into d. So U upon AD, this one is energy density, and you know U is equal to half CV square, and also at place of C is capacitance, and the expression for the parallel plate air capacitor we can write C is equal to epsilon naught A by D, and also we know E is equal to V by D, or V is equal to E into D. So now we can write here U is equal to half at place of C epsilon naught A by D into V square, we can write here ED whole square, and after that we will get here this is equal to half epsilon naught E square A into D. By putting this value here, half epsilon naught, and here E square D square, so one D is cancelled by D, so you will get here E square into A and D. So energy density U is equal to, as you know, U upon AD. U is half epsilon naught E square AD upon AD. Now this AD is cancelled by AD, and you will get here half epsilon naught E square. It means the energy density U is equal to half epsilon naught E square. And when we draw a graph between electric field E and energy density U, since here power of U is linear and E is quadratic, so this one is a parabolic graph, and the shape of parabola is this one. So this is the graph between energy density, electric field, and energy density in a capacitor. Now force between the plate of a charged parallel plate capacitor. Suppose this one is a parallel plate capacitor. Distance between them is D. So the force between the plate of a charged parallel plate capacitor is given by F is equal to half QE is equal to half Q, and the electric field between the plate of a capacitor, here air is there, so we can write sigma upon epsilon naught, or force F is equal to half Q. Sigma is the surface charge density, and at place of sigma we can write Q upon A, so half Q, and at place of sigma Q upon A into epsilon naught, and finally you will get here F is equal to half Q square epsilon naught by A. In this way we can find out the force between the plate of the charged parallel plate capacitor. So dear student, today you go through all these topics which I have discussed, and in the next video I will discuss the last topic of this chapter. Thank you.